Right, the camera's on, according to my little thing on the right, on your left. But I have no idea how to really start the video, so I guess we'll just start it here. What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome to a much kind of needed video, long overdue one. That's the word. I didn't think of the word. Long overdue video, because this video is sort of a thank you video for 100,000 subscribers, which is just mad. It just is. So we're doing a setup video because a lot of you guys, there's a lot of new guys obviously since I did my last setup video, which was a year ago, like in June. So it's been a while. Some things have changed, a lot of it hasn't actually. So if you were around a year ago, you might recognize a few things from this setup, but there have been enough changes. Also, I'm a really crap vlogger, so I'm gonna keep on not looking at the camera where I'm meant to be looking and look everywhere else apart from the camera. So I do apologize for that, but yeah, this is sort of like a thank you video for 100,000 subscribers, but not really, because everyone knows you get the kind of silver plaque, the play button. That doesn't actually arrive for a few months, I've been told. It takes a while for YouTube to actually like recognize that you've reached over 100,000 and approach you to be like, what's your address to send you the plaque, I'm guessing. So I will be making a proper video when the plaque arrives, because I wanted to make a really special video, you know, to say thank you to you guys, but also just a lot of different people that I definitely need to say thank you to, that I've worked with or that I've met in the 4 years I've been doing YouTube, that have helped me along the way, or it's just been a pleasure to meet them. And then obviously a huge thank you to you guys, but in a much more intimate way, because I wanted to basically look on the history of my channel, look back at like some favorite moments and stuff like that. I'm gonna wait for the plaque to arrive so I can make that video. So this is sort of like a, I don't know, like just a mini thank you, but trust me, I'm making a much bigger one when I get my plaque. But I'll leave it for that, so it'll make that video a lot more special. But just a quick little note before we get to the video. If you want to go to the setup video, by the way, just skip ahead. Like, I'll put an annotation so you can skip ahead to the video if you don't care about this. But I just thought I'd say a little message at the beginning of this video to say thank you. Obviously, I'll make a bigger one when the plaque arrives. But truly, guys, like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. I don't think there's any way I can say thank you enough, that you guys will understand how much it means to me that we've got to 100,000 subscribers, and that you guys, there's so many of you guys every single day that watch my videos, or, you know, tweet me, interact with me on, like, I don't know, watch my Snapchats when I get drunk or whatever. That was bad. Or anything, really, just anything. Just, it really does just mean so much. It is complete, this thing I do on YouTube has completely changed everything I do in life, just completely. Like, you know, beforehand, before I started it, I was really doing nothing in my free time. I would just game and that would be it. And now this is all I think about 24 hours a day. You know, even when I'm not doing YouTube, when I'm going to university, or, you know, going out or anything, or just hanging out with friends, or, you know, doing whatever, I'm still constantly thinking it in the back of my mind. And it just is something that's become a huge part of my life, and a part of almost my personality in a way, because it is a big part of who I am now, doing YouTube. So I can't thank you enough. I don't think I can ever show you guys how much it has changed my life, in terms of, because I can never show you what I used to be like, you know, before I did YouTube 5 years ago, more so, but it really has changed me. I mean, if you ask some of my really close friends, I think they'll tell you that I have changed a lot as a person after doing YouTube. Not just in the sense of getting confidence of like talking, you know, I can talk a lot better now to like a camera, or like, you know, when I'm doing like public speaking or anything like that, but just in like so many different other aspects of life, it just really has helped me out. And I don't think I can ever repay that. I don't think I can ever repay that. I'll just do my best by keep on making it. I can't even speak right now. Just trying to keep making videos for you guys to try and repay it, but I don't think I can ever truly repay you guys. But just know that it means the world to me, and I'll be making a lot better, kind of a bigger video, as I said, when the plaque comes, and we'll be looking over the channel, because I've got some really fond memories that I want to share with you guys. And I need to thank some people that probably some of you don't even know like who they are, but I need to thank them for helping me my channel along. So yeah, I mean, that's this little portion. Just a smaller thank you at the beginning of this video. We'll be doing a bigger one once I get my plaque, but sincerely, guys, just thank you so much. And it might have seemed weird that I haven't mentioned it. I'd mentioned it on Twitter, obviously, but in any video since I hit 100,000, I haven't mentioned it in any videos. I haven't even commented below in the comment box when you guys have said congrats, because I basically just wanted to keep it for this video and the video I do on the plaque video. So if I did seem a bit weird that I wasn't acknowledging the fact that you guys were saying thanks, it's because of this. So I do apologize if it did seem a bit weird. But anyway, we'll get on to the actual main part of the video, which is the setup video. So we'll welcome back everyone that skipped ahead on the video. Definitely, there's definitely going to be a lot of people that just skipped ahead and want to see the setup video. So we'll get on to that, and I'll show you around my setup. Let's go. Right, we're beginning the setup video. We're going to start from the right hand side, the less interesting side, then move our way to the main area. So I'm going to hopefully keep this short and sweet. Don't want it to be too long and rambly, but I did ask you guys on Twitter and you guys wanted me to go into a bit of detail here. So we're going to start off on the right. I guess we'll start off with the big green thing, because that's quite important. So it's a green screen. It's green. It's pretty much self-explanatory. It does magic and allows things to be see-through. So that's what I use on things like my driver, and I've used on streams, you know, occasionally when I can be bothered to kind of drag it across, because you can see it's on like these little stilt things. So I have to like drag it across the floor over here behind my desk, behind my chair, and that's how that works. So that's the green screen. Over here we've just got a cupboard of many different things. Right, here we go. So this is my wheel. This is what I use to race with all the time on every single video pretty much. So this is a F1 rim from Thrustmaster. So it's the Ferrari F1 2011 rim. So I got this back in 2012 when I first had a T500. So this is the rim. The base on it, behind it, is a T300. This is for the PS4, PS3 and PC. I have a TX somewhere. I think the TX is right here. Yeah, the TX base is right there. So that's for Xbox One and PC, and this is for the PlayStation side of things. So it's basically almost the same base, a little bit different looking, but pretty much the same base, same force feedback system. And you can basically unscrew this rim with just a tiny little screw there that you can't see because it's way too dark. But you can basically unscrew this rim and attach it to the TX with no issues there. So that's what I'm rocking for a wheel. The pedals are T500 pedals, as I mentioned. Back in 2012, I first purchased a T500, which is now a little bit too old probably, and is quite worn out. So these are the same pedals, so they've worked after 4 years, a treat. So they're working well. And the actual stand itself, like it's sitting on, if you're wondering, like if you want to, if you're like me, I need a stand to actually use my wheel. It won't clamp onto my desk quite easily, or it will now technically, but I just don't want to. It's a Wheel Stand Pro. Really, really good wheel stand. Never failed me. I've had it for about, I think now 2.5 years or so. It's never failed me. So really good stand. I recommend you go check it out if you do want a wheel stand. So yeah, I mean, I guess this is one interesting thing I want to show you guys. I've showed you guys this before in a video, but little Jensen Button replica helmet. I know a lot of you guys are going to be asking what are my thoughts on his retirement. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll sort of get the gist of it. I want to try and maybe make a video about that, so let me know if you do want me to make a video about that. But yeah, replica helmet there, and a little something to come in the PC. But anyway, let's move on. So 35-inch TV, hardly use it. I bought it like 6 years ago. It was the first big purchase I ever made, so I just keep it around. I think the last thing I watched on it was the Euros, so there you go. And a really, really boring textbook. So that's, you know, that's fun. That's fun. Right, let's move on to better things. So we're going to move on to the kind of secondary desk. This is the ghetto setup, I like to call it, because it really does look really ghetto. You know, it just what is it? It's just a mess, but it's the second desk, so it doesn't matter. I will admit my setup is very, very minimalistic and very it's very cluttered compared to other YouTubers, I must admit, but it's the way I like it. I have a lot of stuff. I like to just have it there for me to use. So we're going to move through. So basically this PC is my old PC. This is the PC I've used for the last basically 3 years. Yeah, since 2013. Since 2013, I've used this PC. This PC has made videos all the way up until the finale of My Driver Season 3, and then that's when I sort of moved on to the new PC. So it's worked well, it's served me well, it's still going to serve me because it's here in the room hooked up to this 21-inch Acer monitor, my old keyboard, and my laptop mouse. Actually, I just have my laptop there, so I just use a laptop mouse for the PC, otherwise I didn't have a mouse available, and it basically just works as a second PC. So if I want to stream in the future, I want to try and set it up so that this PC will stream for me, so it's a streaming PC basically, or I can also use it to be a lot more kind of just efficient with my rendering and processing of videos. You can have one PC rendering while the other one works, if you get what I mean, so you just get a better workflow in that sense as a video maker. So that's that set up. On top of the desk, not too much to talk about, apart from this little thing, this little button switcher thing. This is an if it wants to focus, will you focus? No, it's not going to focus. Anyway, it's an HDMI switcher. So basically, you can see here's my PS4 up top and Xbox One there on the second one. So basically, both the consoles are hooked up to one set of HDMI cables in one little switcher, which is down there. That's the green light you can see. So basically, you can click 1 or 2 on this little switcher, and it will instantly switch from one console to the other. Obviously, got all my kind of main games and some movies up there and down there. 3 kind of tiers of it. But yeah, that's the PS4 and Xbox One, housed in a little nice like black cabinet thing, like drawer. I can't even talk, like, I don't know, something I got from IKEA. It's really good, like easy setup, and it kind of just lifts everything off, because I used to have these consoles on the ground, used to get a little bit dusty, so I put them on the glass thing, but it kind of fits perfectly, almost like the old PC and this stand fit perfectly with inside the old desk that I used to have. But yeah, that's my laptop over there that I occasionally use. I will probably be using it a lot more, you know, in the upcoming year, trying to make videos on the go. And then of course, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know I've been a little bit obsessed with snapbacks lately. Got the Golgov snapback, got the Captain America ones, got a few others in that cabinet over there. But yeah, there you go. So let's move on to the main thing, the main one. 3 glorious monitors, well, 2 really glorious ones, and then one kind of like, you know, just ill do. So I'll move on the right. So this is the LG monitor that I've got, 21-inch again. All these are 21-inch monitors. LG monitor, nothing fancy. It's like a TV monitor thing, so that hooks up to the HDMI, so that can use the Xbox One and PS4. Obviously the controllers with these little green things, which are called control freaks, so they kind of elevate the little joysticks. Over here I've got my Astro mix amp hooked up to my Astro A40s, so these are the headsets I use. This is pretty much what I use to listen to pretty much everything, because I do have a pretty good set of speakers. Like if I look down here, I've got a pretty nice subwoofer down there, but I don't really use it too much because obviously you can't really blast out too loud, so I use my Astros most of the time. So really good headset, recommend it. Astro A40 mix amp is a godsend, especially for streaming when you want to like hook up. You can have like PC audio and PS4 audio come out with the same ear in the same thing, and it just does all of that in the box over here. So really easy, really simple. So LG monitors. Then we got these AOC 21-inch monitors, really gorgeous monitors. Colors pop on it, and obviously we got to have a Civil War desktop background. You'll know if you follow me on Twitter yet again how much I'm obsessed with this film. But yeah, 2 similar monitors there. So 21-inch. We got a Logitech webcam. I'll link all of this in the description below, but it's basically the webcam that you'll see most YouTubers use. HD 720p. I don't think it does 60 FPS, but 720p, that's all you need. Or I think it even does 1080p there. My microphone, which is a Rode Podcaster on a Rode boom arm stand with a Rode shock mount. So that's my microphone. And then moving on to kind of the main, before we move on, keyboard. Keyboard's a Razer keyboard. I don't believe it's the Chroma one because it only goes green, so it's kind of like the kind of cheaper version. But yeah, the Razer keyboard, mechanical keyboard, really freaking loud, really loud, but I like it. Really does feel well, nice. And then obviously the Rocat mouse over here in green as well to kind of match the keyboard. But yeah, I got the Rocat mouse after I used to use like this really old Logitech or Microsoft one, but then I used like a Rocat one at like this event I went to in like November at EA, and I really like the branding, and I like the feel of it, so I went out and bought it. So a Rocat mouse there. And then we're gonna look at the monster underneath, which you can see twinkling in red, which is the new PC. I'll leave the specs in the description below, but yeah, that is the absolute monster that renders my videos now and allows me to play most games, well, especially the F1 game in Ultra, but it plays like BF1, the beta that's come out right now, very easily. So it's an absolute dream. I'll leave the specs in the description. I won't bore you with that right now, but it's very beastly. 6-core 32 gigs of RAM, GTX 1070, which I showed you over there, which came in this huge box. Like, I did not think it was going to be this big. Like, it is a huge graphics card. Like, it won't focus, but that thing right there flashing in the middle, that's the graphics card. It is freaking beast. So does the job, will be future proof for at least a good like three years, I hope. So that's the plan. But yeah, and also I've got this like monitor stand, which you can see, so it just elevates the monitor so I can put things up. I can slide the keyboard back. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's my setup. I've got some extension leads over there, and that is about it. So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too long, not too rambly, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've done this setup video. I think a year ago was the last time I did a setup video, and a lot of you guys have been asking for it lately. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, once again, guys, a really big sincere thank you for 100,000 subscribers. Obviously I'll try my best to make that one-off video when the plaque comes, but as I said in the intro, guys, you'll never know how much it truly means to me, and it's just epic that I can come sit down in what I personally think is a very awesome setup. Like it's pretty much my dream setup. Like back in the day, I used to watch a lot of Syndicate's gaming videos back in 2010, and he did a setup video for 100k, and he had like a triple monitor setup, and it looked sweet. And like ever since then, 6 years ago, I was like, I want that sort of setup, and now I basically have it, which is absolutely, it's just a dream, or just literally just to be able to sit down here, look on the left, edit videos there, have a game on the right, or you know, on the PS4 or anything like that. It's just insane. So I can't thank you guys enough for supporting the videos and keep on watching them, and the only way I can really repay you guys is going to keep on making videos. So yeah, that's been the setup video. I apologize for the really rambly outro, but yeah, there you go. That is the setup in all its glory. The little panoramic shot there. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, then do subscribe for weekly Formula 1 content. I've been aarava, and I will see you guys next time.